What's going on, guys? Welcome into Mountain Man Treasure, and I don't like change. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, the general idea is I'm a reseller. I go to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, things like that. Pick up items that are, I believe, underpriced and then try to sell them online, primarily on eBay, but also on Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, places like that. We've been doing this for about a year and a half now, and it's been very successful. The YouTube channel is a little bit younger than that. We started in mid-December of 2019. But if this is the sort of thing that you like, I would hope that maybe you subscribe. Go down below and hit the thumbs up. Throw a comment on there. I try to reply to all folks. I love talking with everybody. So my contact information also below. If you want to shoot me an email or look me up on Instagram, send me a DM there, whatever. But today, we're not going to do what's sold, really. We're not doing a drive-by bolo. We're not doing any of that. I just wanted to have a conversation and find out what's going on with you guys in terms of Goodwill pricing. Now, I know a lot of Goodwills, or at least some Goodwills, have sort of across-the-board blanket pricing, right? Ours have not. Ours, for the most part in Montana, are items are individually priced, and that's changing. I just got an email the other day from Goodwill. Now it's the Goodwill in at least part of Idaho and Utah and Montana, I think, is the regional part that they control. That's the Goodwill region that we have. And apparently, they're reopening on Monday, which is a very good thing. I'm excited to be able to get back in there. And I may not go in on Monday because it's probably going to be slammed with people. We'll see. I may go later in the day after the rush. I mean, I have to go later in the day anyway because I've got a full-time job, so I won't get off until about lunchtime. Maybe by then the buzz will have died down and I can get in there without it looking like Black Friday. I was going to say Black Thursday. It is almost Black Thursday now, isn't it, with stores opening early. But let me go over what is going on, and I'm just curious, number one, what you guys think. If it's a good change in terms of helping me out with my bottom line for reselling. And I'm also curious if this is how your Goodwills operate, or if your Goodwills tend to have what mine has, at least until this point, is individually priced items. I'm going to flash the stuff up on the screen and we'll read through it here. Here is, well, let me get into it. Okay, so here you can see this is the front end of the email that we got. Montana Goodwill stores reopen April 27th. We made a few changes that we think you're going to like. I don't know if they think that we're going to like them or not, but it sounds like they like them. And so let's go in and we'll look at the next bit of the email here. So here we go. When stores reopen on April 27th, that's here on Monday, all similar items will now have the same price. For instance, all men's pants will be the same, children's sweatshirts be the same, ladies' skirts. You know, you get the idea. Now, instead of tags on each item with individual prices, you'll see signs above the racks and shelves indicating the price for that rack or category of items. So everything is going to be batched, essentially. Now, the bad thing about this, you can see down in the third paragraph here, since items will no longer have any price tags, we'll no longer be able to do color of the week discounts or $1 tag sales. Now, what they would typically do is say red. It's through Tuesday through Sunday. Reds are 50% off. And then on Monday, whatever reds are left, that's $1. And I found some smoking $1 deals at Goodwill. And that's gone now. So 50% is gone. $1 tag sales on Monday. Gone. They do say we'll be able to find our one-day 50% off coupons once or twice a month. I've only ever really seen it once a month. I catch it every now and again. That's definitely going to be a good deal. So now that everything is similarly priced, we'll be able to get 50% off. It looks like similarly priced also means lower priced, which is maybe a good thing. And we'll look at that. It says if you want to check out the full list of our new prices, you can find it here. So let's click at that one, and I'll bring that picture up here. Okay, and here is their, here's page 1 of the pricing list. There's actually 2 pages here. They say items like men's pants now priced the same. Inventory is processed and placed on the sales floor faster, which certainly is going to be true. They'll be able to put it on the floor faster. I feel like they're going to potentially be confused at the checkout a little bit, right? They're not going to remember what prices are, so it's going to take checkout longer, I think, for at least for a little bit while they look up prices. I'm not sure why it creates a larger selection, but we'll see. So here is the list here and the prices. Now you can see it's not all just very large categories. I mean, they have these things broken down, which in some ways makes sense, but in other ways, like I said, I mean, I think this is why things are going to be convoluted at the checkout. They're not going to remember what all these prices are. But if you look into some of these are not bad. You know, I don't do a lot of women's clothing, to be honest. I do some of the activewear, you know, shorts and workout, that sort of thing. But clothes-wise, I just don't know enough about it to dip into it very extensively. Men's, like if you look at short sleeve shirts, $3.99. That I'm assuming means like polo shirts and button-up shirts, that sort of thing. Because if you look farther down, t-shirts, $1.99. Now that's one that actually stuck out to me. I love that because a lot of times if they get a Harley Davidson shirt, for instance, a lot of times they'll price it at like $6.99, $7.99, something like that. It's priced pretty high. Now that a lot of times it's worth it, right? But in terms of reselling, it kind of hurts your bottom line. So that I actually like. You know, t-shirts being at $2, you'll be able to grab some pretty good t-shirts, I think, at that price. You look down there, suits are going to be $10, so that's not bad. Clothing for infants is going to be $1.99. Accessories, 99 cents. So there's some of those. Let's look at the next page. Books and media. All CDs, DVDs now $1.99. Blu-rays $3, which I don't love. Hardback books $2.99. That's not necessarily a bad deal. I'd like to pick up more books there, but often they're too overpriced. So I think that's an okay thing. You look over in kitchenware, drink and glassware, 99 cents. I'm hoping that means mugs, because that means I can get Starbucks, Disney mugs, that sort of thing for $1, which is good. They've started to price up the Starbucks mugs there a lot of times at like $3.99 and $4.99. If I can get Starbucks mugs for 99 cents, that's a good deal. And they do show up fairly often. Toy bags, $1.99, which is a good deal if you can find something in there. Let's look at the shoes though, because I do like some of the shoes prices as well. You know, boots and ski boots and stuff. I don't really mess with that a whole lot. I'm assuming that though also means probably cowboy boots, so potentially some good deals on that at $8. Shoes, heels, and wedges $5.99. So that's good, because a lot of times there's shoes over there that are, you know, $20, $25. If it says Nike, they price it up. Doesn't even almost matter what Nike it is, how old it is, what condition it's in. They like pricing up Vans and Converse and all that. If I can get all my shoes at $6, that's not a bad deal, though. I've gotten a lot of shoes there for $1 on Mondays. I've got a lot of good shoes there for $1. So that's a give and take. Some of the higher end are going to be a better deal, but the ones that people don't know about and miss, now I can't get for $1. So we're $5 lost on some shoes there. But let's look down. I'll put up, some of these are going to be the same on the screen, but I couldn't fit them all on there, and I wanted to look at some of these, like games and puzzles. All are $1.99 now, so that's pretty good. One that's interesting is small appliances, $4.99, which I'm assuming means, you know, your toaster ovens and your, I don't know, maybe your crock pots, coffee makers, things like that. Electronics, though, $5.99. That's going to be a good deal. I've picked up some decent electronics there, and sometimes if it's Sony, they know those are worth something. They price those up at $20, $25, sometimes more. And so I have a feeling it's going to be harder for me to find some of those things, because a lot of times if it's priced at $20 or $25, the average person going into a thrift store might not buy it. For me as a reseller, and I know it's worth 100, 150 bucks, I might buy it. Now, I think some of those are going to be harder to find. They're going to move a lot faster. But if I can find electronics, I think they're going to be cheaper. You know, so that might not be bad. I think that's going to be, in the end, that's going to be probably pretty good. So that's a look at it. We'll close this off. We'll put me back up big, and we'll finish this thing up. So there you go, guys. That's what my Goodwill's doing. They've got prices broken down on everything. It's going to take me forever to remember what the prices are. I know they say there's going to be signs, but there's so many subcategories inside the categories that I feel like it's going to be a little confusing for a while. For the most part, the prices look okay, I think. It's one of those things where the brands that people don't know about that you used to get for cheap, now you're paying a couple bucks more for. But I guess there's also the chance that you can find the new with tag stuff that's no longer priced really high because they see what the retail tag was and they price it high, and that it doesn't sell that way on the secondary market. They don't know. They don't care. They're not there to supply us, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think there's good and there's bad here. I just don't like change very much, so it's going to be tough for me to get this thing figured out. And like I said, I'm going to really miss the $1 sales. I love Monday Dollar Day, but I don't know. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Good thing, bad thing, how's it going to help me? What do I need to watch out for? Because I know some places already do stuff like this, but brand new for me. So I just wanted to put together a video on it and sort of crowdsource, see what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in today. I sure appreciate it. I'm going to cut this off before it gets too long, but I appreciate you all. We're up at like 650 subscribers, so we're definitely growing, and I'm excited to see that. I think we might be able to hit our 1K goal by the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so if this is something that you like. And for those that have, thank you once again. I'm rambling. I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you guys. Bye.